Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Okay, this is our product title for the OPoR enabling proof of retrievability in cloud computing with resource constrained devices. Okay, this is our abstract for the cloud. So the cloud computing moves the application software and databases to the centralized large data centers where the management of data and services may not be fully trustworthy. Here we study the problem of ensuring the integrity of data storage in cloud computing to reduce the computational cost at user side during the integrity of verification of their data, and the notion of public verifiability has been proposed. Here the challenge is that the computational burden is too huge for the users with the resource constrained devices to compute the public authentication tax for the file blocks. Here we propose OPoR, a new cloud computing storage scheme involving a cloud storage server and a cloud audit server where the latter is assumed to semi-honest. Okay, so this is our flow diagram for the OPoR, the enabling proof of retrievability in cloud computing. So first of all, what is cloud? The cloud is a model for enabling services users ubiquitous, convenient and on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. The cloud is a technology to facilitate developments of large scale on-demand and flexible computing infrastructures. So and cloud means we can use it our data for anywhere in the world. So this is the concept of cloud. And here first of all we create a profile generation. This is the registration for the every user in coming to the cloud. So after the registration, the users are going to the login. So here the every user has assigned some username and password. The username and password it's a both are matches, go for the process. It's not matching, the user is invalid. So now the username and password both are matched, the user is a valid user, so go ahead. So the next is the what is our cloud users process. Suppose the user is to be clicking for the process upload, the data owner is to be upload the files on the cloud server. So first of all the data owner is to be upload the file, but before the file the data user is to be get the encryption key from to be encrypt the data. So the TPA is the key provider. So after receiving the key from the TPA to be successfully encrypt the data, after the data encryption, the data is going to be self proxy server. The self proxy server means data re-encryption. The re-encryption means first of all always we will encrypt key based we will encrypt the data. So the file tag based we will re-encryption after the data. So the data is stored on the server, it's called SPS. SPS means self proxy server. The re-encryption data is successfully stored on the cloud server, is also the SPS. So the self proxy server data is stored on the cloud. So the data owner is actually upload the data on the cloud server. So next is the another user is to be download the data, but when the user is coming to the cloud, they choosing the download process. So first of all the communication will be processing between the user and the cloud. So first of all the user is sent to the request to the cloud server. The cloud server is verification for the user's details. Suppose the user details are true, the servers to be give the proper response. When the response is to be proper from the cloud, the user is to be get the access permission from to be download the file. After the download permissions giving to the permission, the user is actually decrypt the data. So the get the key from the TPA decryption key using to be decrypt the data, and finally the user is to be access the data. Okay, now the demo section is start for the OPoR enabling proof of retrievability in cloud with the resource constrained devices. Okay, so go for registration. So this is our registration form, as the username is so this is our surname, so this is our date of birth, okay, and 0. So this is our country, so the username is see. So this is our password, so go for this is a valid password, so go for register. So the register successfully, so yes. So this is the valid user, okay, to be checking for the valid user or not. So this is our username. Okay, so this is our password. So when the users are coming to the cloud, they enter the username and password. The username and password both are matched. Just go for next page. So they click to the login. So this is the valid user. So go for the starting our process. Okay, so the users to be upload the file. The users process to be upload the files. So the files are to be, first of all, the files are to be sent to the broker. Okay, so this is our username. Run. So these are some broker names, Shakti, some broker names. So I choosing the broker name. Okay, so file name. Okay, so this is our file name as John, sorry, so this is our file name as, okay, so this is our file name. So the details are successfully stored on the third-party application servers or auditing servers. Okay, okay, so now we will come to the data encryption process. Okay, so the file user choosing to be some particular files, so selecting the John. Okay, John as clear.txt. So this is our file name. The given record is to be clear, so the file path is selected. Okay, so this is our file name. Okay, so this is our file name is clear.txt. So triple F E7AC2. So this is our file name. Okay, so the file is to be successfully encrypted. Okay, so we'll go for next. The next one is the file upload process. Okay, so next one is the SPS, means self proxy server process. Okay, so choosing the files. So the always we will encrypt the data. The encrypted data is to be encrypted output data is to be stored on the encryption process file. So this is our output data as the data.txt. So this is our file name. So go for encryption. So the file is to be successfully encrypted. So this is our file name. Okay, so this is our file name. So go for next process. Okay, so the go for next process to be allocated the file. So okay, so next file uploading process. Okay, so choosing the some particular files. So okay, so choosing the particular files. This is our file name. Okay, so choosing the OPoR. OPoR. So this is our file name as data.txt. So this is our cloud as cloud on. So click to the upload. Okay, so next receive the files. Okay, the file is to be processing. Okay, the file is to be processing for the file service. Okay, so this is the receive files. Okay, so this is our, sorry, okay, so this is our key to be stored on cloud. So this is the assign. So the file is received, stored. So the file is sent. Okay, so the file is sent. So this is our username as Raj. So this is a cloud on. So this is our file. Okay, so now the file is to be successfully stored on the cloud server. So now we will download the data. Okay, so there's a downloading process going on. So when the users to be come to the cloud, they enter the they have some verification details based the users to be successfully download the file. Okay, so choosing the file as cloud1. So this is our file name as data.txt. So the user is to be request to the server. So now the server is to be response the client. Okay, so the user, so first of all the user is to be request to the cloud server. Okay, so in this process the details based the server is to be respond to the servers. Okay, so the receive request. So this is our cloud name. So this is our file. Okay, so send key. So here receive key. Okay, so this is our key name. Okay, key name to be displayed. So send file. Okay, the file is to be send file. So download the file is, sorry, download request. So enter the key. Okay, so sorry, so receive. Okay, so this is our key name. So the file is to be okay. So now click the download. So that file is to be successfully download on the cloud servers. Okay, the demo is finished. Thanks for listening.